the creation of the state of Israel is one of the latest colonial undertakings. So we do have a system of settler colonialism, we do have a system of ethnic cleansing, and the whole system cannot be called anything else but an apartheid state. And as we know, the West refused the apartheid system in the case of South Africa. They have not refused it until now in the case of Israel. The issue of anti-Semitism, sort of separated from racism, has been playing a very strong role, ideologically speaking, in inverted commas, morally speaking, in the Western support for Israel. I think for the first time in Palestinian modern history, all of Palestinians in Gaza, in the West Bank, in East Jerusalem, inside Israel, and that was the most astonishing thing. And then, of course, the Western Palestinian diaspora, Europe, United States, everyone started to mobilize. Everyone started to feel as part of one whole. This war was considered a war against all Palestinians. And this mobilization, I think, triggered the changes in Western societies, in Europe and in the United States, that people who have been part of the solidarity movement started to go into the streets and took with them more and more and more people, because they saw that an incredible crime was being committed in front of their eyes. And they started to hear, to listen, to study that this was not something May 2021, it was something going back to 1948. All academics, not only social scientists, are obligated to achieving this truth and to speaking out. We need to write, to publish, to speak, to give classes, and to not try and avoid the issue of Palestine-Israel, which unfortunately too many of my colleagues for far too long have been doing. So it's publish, 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 not in order to become a full professor and to become famous, but in order to fight against injustice and to fight for freedom. Injustice is not debatable, and in the case of Palestine, settler colonialism is not debatable. Ethnic cleansing is not debatable. Apartheid is not debatable, full stop. So we need, I think, to take side with the oppressed against the oppressor.